Today we are introducing a new concept to the channel, and that is our pond build. Today we have two objectives. One, we want to set some minnow traps and see how much bait we have for the bass in the pond. And second, we want to catch the bass and tag them so that we can track their growth and see how many bass we have in the pond. But first, we should start with some backstory to get you guys caught up. So my uncle dug this pond in his backyard about 3 years ago. He originally stocked it with a bunch of baby bluegill and bullhead minnows. And about 2 years ago, I actually started to help him and we stocked it with some bass and some minnows. And before we get into tagging the fish today, I want to show some old footage of us stocking the pond with different minnows and fish. So starting with the minnows we've stocked, I want to show you the different methods that we did. The first method that we used was minnow traps. Minnow traps were the easiest way for us to get a bunch of minnows just because we could leave them in overnight and not have to worry about anything. Sometimes you only caught a few, but sometimes you were catching them by the hundreds. So this was a really easy way to bring some back to the pond. The main species we would catch in the minnow traps were the shiners, but we would still catch some other species like dace and tadpoles. The next method we would use is netting. When we first started, we were using a cast net, but it proved to be pretty slow, and we learned that just using a net was a lot quicker. And as you can see, when we started netting, we were catching them by the hundreds in one scoop, and we were able to stock thousands of minnows at once. Using the net was the most fun way to catch these minnows. We actually caught a lot of tadpoles doing it this way, which is nice because they will help eat a bunch of algae out of the pond. Here's a few clips of us stocking the pond with these minnows and tadpoles. And so over time, we'll go out bass fishing and we'll catch a few smallmouth or largemouth and we'll add them into the pond. We've definitely put more largemouth in there than smallmouth, but we also put some crappie in there, but I think we're gonna try and take those out here soon. Fast forward to today, we're actually going to be setting a minnow trap in my pet bass's tank because we want to bring some live bait with us to the pond. A little while later, we got a few minnows we can bring with us. We got the station all set up, ready for the first bass, and it did not take long with the live bait. This first bass came out to 1.2 pounds. And was about 14 inches, and we tagged it with a clear white tag. It got dark pretty quick, but we ended up catching a second one that was 11 inches and 0.3 pounds with a black tag. Before we left for the night though, we threw in 4 minnow traps to see what bait the bass had in the pond. All right, next morning, let's see if we caught anything in the minnow traps. I don't feel good about it. Oh, we got stuff. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, right, we set the minnow traps to see what we have as for bait in here. We got a decent sized bluegill. All right, we didn't catch anything in the minnow traps, so that either tells us there's no bait in here for them, but also I've set lots of minnow traps and I've never had any luck in lakes and ponds. So I don't know if it's an accurate representation. Regardless, we still need to come back and stock this pond with a bunch of bait fish. This was actually in the first trap. I missed it the first time I looked, but that's good. That means we got some fish breeding in here. We got the next tag set up. You can see we got a blue one. It's gonna be the next fish. I'm just gonna start just a little crappie jig actually. There we go. All right, got this guy. You can see he's got a pretty good scar on this side, but he is very, very skinny. So that's not necessarily a good sign. Take another 11-inch bass, 0.32. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's almost the exact one I caught last night. I hope it's not, and that doesn't mean the tag fell out. All right, blue tag. All right, the next one is a yellow tag. I worry that it's not gonna show up great. My biggest worry is that they're gonna fall out or the color is gonna fade. I'm just using these permanent markers to mark them and clothing tags. But I've got the idea from another YouTuber and it works for him, but he uses these clothing tabs and puts these little beads on the tags. Problem is, are the ones that were too small, so it doesn't fit on the tag. So the markers are kind of my backup. If you guys have any other ideas, let me know. Oh, that's a nice bass. Perfect, look at that guy. Let's get a length of this guy. Looks to be 13. I don't know if you see, it's 1.1 pounds. Let's get him tagged. Okay, yellow tag. Is that a crappie? I just got a crappie. That's pretty cool. Problem with these guys is they're gonna be eating the fish. Oh gosh. Oh man. Bass. No, it spit it. No. That sucks. That took it hard. I knew I shouldn't put that pole down. Anyways, like I was saying, these guys just steal the bait from the bass. So I don't know if putting crappie and bluegill in here is the smartest thing. Dang it, that could have been a nice bass. That was my best live bait left. I have 3 dead minnows I can use, and then I have 1 more live bluegill. Oh, I'm getting bites. I'm thinking I'm getting a lot of little bites from some small bluegill. But I've hooked into a couple nice bass. At least they felt like nice bass. But I just cannot seem to bring them in. The one I just lost was, I could tell, probably the biggest fish I've hooked into. Oh my gosh. Look at that. He's going to be orange tag. Looks like about 10 inches. So he's an inch shorter than what I've been catching, but
He's the same weight. He's a little thicker, which is nice. Hopefully that heals. Let's let him go. Come on, stay on, baby. He's coming right to me. Oh, he came off. No way. I don't think he's hooked very good, but he's a nice one. Oh, okay. Holy cow, he's a nice one. Let's go and guide him over here. Just more shallower spot. Okay. We've got 14 inches. Nice. Only 1.1 pounds. This guy seems a lot bigger than what I've been catching. It's interesting. Let's get a tag in him. Go under that scale. Okay, green tag. It's a nice fish. Sweet, I just caught blue tag again. The tag is still in there, which is good, but we did only put it in there about 30 minutes ago. Okay, caught the second crappie of the day. Could be the same one, I guess, but we did stock a handful of these. I remember all around the same size, which I think I'm gonna regret doing because they're just gonna compete with the best. All right, I already put all the tagging stuff away, which is dumb because I just caught another nice one. He probably compares to the other two nice ones I caught, but there's no tag or scar from the tag, so either my tags aren't staying in or we got a couple this size.